I just got back from Texas, man. That's where I'm from, dog. I love Texas, man. Coming here, cool, you know what I mean? It's just the gun law's different, you know what I mean? I'm from a state where everybody can have a gun. I like it that way. You can have one, but I can have one too, nigga. So you walk around tough like, hey, I'm like, yeah, hey, like, all right, yeah, nigga, all right. Everybody mind their business, you know what I mean? Out here, the gun law is silly, man. You can have a gun in the car, but the bullets gotta be in the trunk. The trigger gotta be in the glove compartment. If you ever need this bitch, you gotta start building it last minute, like. I'm a gun dude, but I ain't extra with it, you know what I mean? Like, I just need a shotgun and a pistol, that's it. Ain't nobody after me, nigga. A shotgun for the house, a pistol for the car. A shotgun, you ain't really gotta use that. You just gotta make the noise. Exactly. Somebody breaking your house, hey, nigga, give me up, my bad. It'll change the nigga whole tone. But I ain't like dramatic, dog. Like, you know what I mean? I feel like Americans, we watch movies different. Europeans watch movies and they're like, oh, that's a good movie. Americans, we watch movies and be like, oh, I need that shit. It's a hood nigga right now like, hey, dog, how much a tank? I need 4 bullets in my gun, that's it. Yeah, nigga, you break in the house, bop, 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 shit do the trick. If you gotta reload, then nigga, you need to fucking move. What you need an AR-15 for? Who the fuck is after you, dog? Liam Neeson don't have an AR-15. They kidnap his family every summer. Every summer, somebody come get his baby. He just take a pistol, $60 and a standby ticket, and he go get his baby. I ain't one of them extra tough niggas though, like, you know what I mean? People like, I wish somebody would break in my house. I don't wish that shit. That shit nerve-wracking. You ever had somebody break in your house? Shit, weird, nigga. I was asleep, dog. It was 3 o'clock in the morning. I'm good sleep. One sock on, one sock off, you know what I mean? All of a sudden I hear my front window bust in, like, psh, right? And I know it's somebody I don't know. I ain't invite nobody over here, dog. So I start yelling first, like, hey, there's somebody back here. Try to scare him, you know what I mean? This nigga kept stealing. Like I said, this thing's, I heard it the first time. Oh, shit. It's not this nigga first time, you know what I mean? Now I had a gun, dog. At the time I had my first gun, right? It was a 1911. I had never used it before, so now I'm in the back reading directions last minute. It's go time, and I'm like, safety, all right, cool, right? At the time I had a girl, she was staying with me, which, you know what I mean? She asked me some dumb shit, like, you gonna be right back? I was like, but bitch, I hope so. This ain't the movies, nigga. This ain't my expertise, dog. She's like, why are you yelling at me? I said, cause you asking stupid questions. You always wanna argue. I said, we being fucking robbed. You ever argue with somebody you trying to save? Now I'm irritated with a gun I just found out how to use. Got one sock on, one sock off, you know what I mean? The sock off is for grip. 1911, it's got kickback. So my plan, right, was to aim low, to hit high. Thought that was genius, because I didn't want to aim high. I missed the nigga, right? Now I'm on a t-shirt, you feel me? Black people put you on a t-shirt when you die immediately. They put you on a t-shirt before you're in the ground. That's how we find out you dead. We in the grocery store. Oh, they got Billy! Is Keisha still doing shirts? She sell them at the house, okay. She got some larges. I think she got a few larges left. Damn, how'd they get him? Hit by a bus. Oh, shit. Is the bus on the picture? No, dog, I had my plan, right? I had my gun, dog. I came around the corner. I was like, freeze! You picked the wrong house, right? He had a shotgun. He's like, I dropped my gun immediately, dog. I ran out the back door. I'm hauling ass like, God, if you real, show me your face. God was like, make a left. I was like, oh, thank you. I tucked off in the alley, I was safe. I was like, you so real, thank you, Jesus, right? And I forgot my girl was still in the room. So I text her like, hey, get up, get out the house. The pistol in the kitchen if you can get to it, you know what I mean? Frown face, hello? She texts me back, huh? I was like, nah, she ain't gonna make it. You know? I did my part.